Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. I'm Eric and I like to read, and today I'm going to be doing the Unpopular Opinions book tag. So I know that earlier in the week I already did the anti-TBR book tag, and now I'm doing the Unpopular Opinions book tag. So I'm really just keeping on theme and going the whole week talking about books that I don't really care for or I don't want to read. Don't worry guys, I'll get back to books I do enjoy next week. So I was actually tagged to do this by the BookTube Goddess, so I will have their video in the description down below, as well as the original creators video and the questions. So if anybody else wants to do this tag, the questions will be there for you. But yeah, pretty much this tag just has a lot more opinions or unpopular opinions about books, and you're going to find out what mine are. So let's just jump into it. The first question is a popular book or series that you didn't like. So this book is actually a middle grade book, and I read it in my teens. And I just remember really not enjoying this book and feeling like it was so boring and it just dragged on with not much happening. Or when it did happen, it was just kind of like confusing and muddled and not that exciting. And I'm sorry if this hurts anybody's feelings, but it's Inkheart. I really didn't like this book that much, and it wasn't doing it for me. It could have also been that I read it when I was too old maybe, and I would have enjoyed it much more if I was younger. I don't know. I just really didn't like this book. And so, yeah, that's my choice. Then we have a popular book or series that everyone else seems to hate but you enjoy. And for this one, I chose the Fifth Wave series, and I didn't realize that so many people disliked this series until I put out my top 5 dystopian books that I've read so far. This was on that list, and a lot of people in the comments were saying that they didn't enjoy the book or they DNF'd the book and like just didn't have interest in it. And that was a big surprise to me because I actually really enjoyed this series and had a great time with it and thought it was a lot of fun. So, yeah, I did not realize that so many people didn't like this book. And I guess that's like my choice for it because I was having a hard time coming up with this one since I read a lot of books, and a lot of the books I read, to be fair, are not as well known, but like the popular series, I feel like everybody also likes. So, yeah, I was having a hard time with this one, but apparently lots of people don't like this book or series. So, yeah, I do like it. Then we have a love triangle where the main character did not end up with the person that you wanted them to end up with. So for this one, I'm choosing the Harry Potter series. I in no way support J.K. Rowling anymore, but this was a series that I read when I was younger, and I remember that the main character, Harry, ended up with Ginny. And so a lot of you probably think that I wish he ended up with Hermione, but that is not correct. I wish that he ended up with Luna because I think that they are like two peas in a pod. They would be perfect for each other. They were both equally messed up from their lives that they had. And I think that they would just complement each other and have a very good relationship and life together. I think that they were honestly perfect for each other, and that could have been an awesome relationship. So, yeah, that sucks, but that's what I'm choosing for that one. And then we have a popular book genre that you hardly reach for. And like I said in my anti-TBR video, I don't really reach for historical fiction, but because I use that in that video for this one, I'm also going to say I don't generally reach towards nonfiction just because like when I'm wanting to read, I don't really want to read about real life. Like I want to sit down and relax and escape into like a magical world or just something that's very mind-bending like sci-fi and just get out of there. Reading for me is like a relaxation thing, and it's my escape. And I don't really want to read about real stuff. So, yeah, those are the two genres that like I don't normally pick up or gravitate towards. Then we have a popular or beloved character that you don't like. And I don't know if many people are going to be upset with me about this one as well. I should just put a disclaimer on all of these. I hope you're not upset with me. It's just my opinion. We're all allowed to have those. But for this one, I chose Frodo from The Lord of the Rings. I just don't like Frodo. I think he's so annoying. I'm sorry if you guys love Frodo, but honestly, Sam is like the OG winner here. He is a much better hobbit. He should have been the main character. He's way better than Frodo is. Like, Frodo could not have done half the things he did without Sam. Frodo would have died like 10 steps into his journey without Sam, let's be honest. So yeah, he was just a character I just didn't really care for. Actually, he's like the only Hobbit that I didn't care for. I liked the rest of them. Well, Merry was okay. Pippin and Sam are the two awesome Hobbits, I would say. Yeah. Then we have a popular author that you can't seem to get into. And to be fair for this one, I've only read one of their books. So that being said, I could potentially get into them later on. But right now, it would be Ruth Ware. And I think it's because I have such a preconceived notion of who she is as an author. And basically, like, I've built up in my mind that she's this really intense, like, spooky thriller author based on other things I've heard from other people talking about her on BookTube. And then I read Turn of the Key and I just didn't get those feelings and I didn't get that vibe from her. I see that she could be she could be a very different sense of a thriller author where it's more like slow, creepy buildup and not really like intense, jarring scenes. That being said, Turn of the Key didn't really scare me much at all. Like, there were a couple creepy scenes, but it didn't really do much for me. I think I need to read more of her books to get like a better grasp on who she is as an author. But as of right now, she's one that like I would say I'm not really getting into based on the one book I did read. Then we have a popular trope that you're tired of seeing. And I'm pretty sure I've said this in one of the videos I've filmed before, but I'm going to say miscommunication. That is just a trope I cannot stand. I hate when they're just having these stupid arguments for no reason when all they had to do was talk to each other in the first place. But no, they miscommunicate. It's this whole other story arc, which I guess is good for an author writing a book that they want more story arcs. But still, like, come on. Why? Why do you need to do this? Throw a love triangle in there. I'm okay with that. Let's do that instead. But let's not have this whole miscommunication thing. It just doesn't make sense. Just talk to each other, people. Honestly, communication will solve most problems. And like, I'm just going to say that's that. So yeah, that trope is just so frustrating. Then we have a popular series that you have no interest in reading. And for this one, I would have to say the Game of Thrones series by George R.R. Martin, because I've already watched all of it on TV and I feel like I don't really need to pick up those books now that I've seen the TV series. I know that the TV series only encaptures like so much of what's in the books, but I've also seen the size of those books and the print, and it's kind of intimidating to me. Also, I just want to like explore other books out there. Like, I have so many books on my anticipated TBR, so books that I'm just like kind of hesitant about and that I've never really had any like burning desire to read just kind of get pushed aside, and that's Game of Thrones. The series was good on TV, but like, I don't really need to pick up the books at this point. And last but not least, the saying goes, the book is always better than the movie. So which movie or TV adaptation did you like more than the book? And for this one, I'm pretty sure I've said this in a video before as well, but I really liked the adaptation of Bridge to Terabithia. I thought that movie was such a tearjerker, and I guess when I read it, I was also younger, so I don't think it like hit as hard when I was younger, the big part in the book. But in the movie, I was like, I don't cry in movies. And this movie had me very teared up because of, well, I'm not going to spoil anything, but there are some scenes in this movie that were just so hard. And I thought it was done super well. It really brought the emotion out of me. And so that's why I think this one was like a better adaptation than the book itself. Another great answer for this, although I will say that I do like the book more, but another good adaptation that almost comes close to beating the book was The Perks of Being a Wallflower. I think they chose the perfect cast for that movie. Every part was played so well, and oh my god, that movie was just, it was just fantastic. I loved it. It was just a really good movie slash book that dealt with a lot of hard issues and things that happened in them, and it was about a misfit just trying to fit in, and oh, it was just a really good book. I'm trying to gush about it, but I don't know. I'd like me gushing about it, I want to spoil things, and so I'm trying not to spoil things, but it's not a very big book, so it's like hard not to talk about the big parts of the book. But yeah, I don't know. That book was just really good. I recommend that to everybody. And that's it for the Unpopular Opinions book tag. I know you guys are probably tired of hearing me talk about things that are unpopular or books I don't want to read. So don't worry. That's the last one out of these kind of tags for a while. But yeah. So I suppose this is the part where I should probably tag some people. So I'm going to tag Kira the Book Bella. I haven't tagged you in a while, so there you go. I'm also going to tag Caroline Johnson because I don't think I've tagged her in any videos before, and I'm really interested to see what she would come up with for this tag. I also wanted to say I'm super excited about the Reindeer Readathon. We have been getting a lot of signups for it. I have been sending out the emails personally to each individual person to like give them their random team assignment, and we're at like 175 signups now, and I've had to send out 175 individual emails. So I'm really happy that all these people are signing up, and I'm okay to keep sending them out. So keep signing up, people, because this is awesome. It would be so cool if we made it to 200 signups this year, because yeah, I would just be so pumped and so excited. So yeah, keep that on your radar. Anyways, that's it for the tag, guys. If you guys want to support me, I have a Patreon and a Ko-fi page, as well as a link to bookmarks, which I'll put in the description down below. You know the drill. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Hit that bell notification button so you get notified when I post videos. I post my videos on Monday and Thursday. And until next time, keep on reading.